YouTube matches 860. It's the Friday 7LE with McBaron's Golden Extra. Doing a tribute to Lurkers today. We're going to have a lot of fun. If I seem a little edgy, it's because I've had a bear frequenting my backyard. The picture that you saw in the title is him, and I don't want to tangle with him. Got a birthday today. WadeOhWells. I'll put a link down in the bucket. Drop by, tell him happy birthday. Maybe throw him a sub. So I got to kind of define my idea of a lurker, because it can be a pretty broad term, I think. By the way, I got this Peterson tamper from Derek Hill, who's a lurker. In my book, lurkers don't make videos on YouTube. Some lurkers watch videos and don't comment. They're the scary ones. Although there may come a time when you get to know them, and that's a lot of fun. Then there are the lurkers who comment, maybe all the time. You may or may not eventually get to know them too. And it keeps the pipe community very interesting, because as I sort of touched on when I met up with Grateful Piper, Tyler, nobody can really know what the YTPC is all about, because so much stuff happens on various channels and behind the scenes, and there are these friendships that are created that never show up in any videos. When you talk about the pipe community, it's really something you can't put your arms around. I bet I probably have at least a dozen lurkers who have become friends of mine on Facebook, or that I message back and forth with on YouTube. Some of them we've exchanged tobaccos, and I can remember a couple of things. Public Piper, before he came onto YouTube, was a lurker and was sending me messages. I didn't have any idea who he was. And of course now everybody knows who he is. When I was doing Matches Moments, I had a couple of lurkers who were helping me gather people who had just put up intro videos. And I never could have done those without the help of of those people. So we really want to give a thanks to those people who are kind of behind the scenes sometimes and end up becoming good friends. I was lucky enough to send a message to a lurker of mine, Michelle V222, not her real name, of course. Asked her if she'd be willing to take a phone call and give us some insight into being a lurker. We're going to attempt that now. Now, I've never tried doing this before, but hopefully we're going to be able to talk to Michelle V222. Bring her up on speakerphone. Hope you can hear.
Hello?
Is this Michelle V222?
Is this Matches 860?
My goodness, it certainly is.
Hello, John. How are you?
Hey, it's good talking to you. You have a sexy voice.
Wait till you get me going a little bit later.
There won't be later.
John, it's great to talk to you, and it's great to meet you, so to speak, over the phone. How are you?
I'm fine. But
and you're hearing me? You're hearing me okay?
Oh, hearing you just fine.
That's great. Well, I have to thank you so much for letting me be part of one of your videos. This is really a huge honor, and it's just great to be talking with you.
Well, listen, thank you for agreeing to do this.
Oh, anytime.
So tell us something. You're a pipe and cigar smoker.
Vaguely one, yes. I wish I could be more so of one, but I guess we're going to get into that, aren't we?
Yes, we are. And you're a lurker as well.
You know, I've been thinking about this. It has such a negative connotation, but yes, I am a lurker.
Well, that's really the reason I wanted to do the video, was because there really is nothing negative about it, and sometimes we confuse lurkers with trolls, and they're two totally different things.
That's true.
So
maybe I'm a little self-conscious about being a lurker. Maybe we could change the name to tobacco enthusiast.
Hey, that's an idea.
Because I do feel you bring up a very good point. Even the name lurker sort of has a negative connotation, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. I don't like it, but I didn't come up with the term.
That's what we're stuck with, so we'll take it.
That's it. So how long have you been a lurker?
In terms of watching YouTube videos in general, I've been on about probably 8 to 10 years, but in terms of the YouTube pipe community, I've probably been watching about 3.
So that brings up another question. Do you feel like you're a part of the community?
Yeah, that's a great question, John. I've been thinking about this. The reason I'm a lurker, kind of a twofold answer. I like to tell people that God blessed me with a love of tobacco, but then cursed me with asthma. So I cannot really enjoy tobacco like you do, or many of the presenters, because I have such a limitation. So that's really one of the reasons I never posted any videos, because my experiences and opinions and knowledge about tobacco is very limited. But in terms of feeling like I'm a part of the community, I have always been really amazed at the level of kindness and generosity in this community, and the willingness of everyone to share with me all of their experiences and their thoughts about this hobby. And from the get-go, I was welcomed into this community, even though I wasn't making videos, even though I wasn't smoking very much, and even though I was a woman, which for me, I was very self-conscious about it at first, but none of that mattered to anyone, and I was welcomed in this community in such a wonderful way, and I've really made some lasting friendships because of it, including my friendship with you.
And you do have some other favorites.
I do. There are so many to list, but Henry Sims down in Georgia.
Yes, yes.
Smoke Signals.
Yep, Smoke Signals.
Evan, Smoking SC7887.
Yeah.
The WadeOhWells. There's a gentleman named Pete Serino who I don't think is making videos any longer. And Joe at Ash and Ember. All of these, and this is just to name a few, but all of these gentlemen, and including yourself, have just been so incredibly nice to me, and we've actually become friends.
Well, you know, we also forget that Lurkers provide us with important information as well. I just had another lurker, his name is Doc Logan. He's become a good friend as well. Actually got me straightened out with the ingredients on half and half. So, you know, he was a big help there, and as I said, I've had help all along the way from people that don't make videos.
Well, that's good to know. That's actually quite interesting. And, you know, because of the generosity of this community, I have, now that you mention it, I have had quite a few wonderful conversations and sharing of information back and forth, because everyone seems to be so willing to reach out to viewers in other ways, such as email or messages.
Geez, if we only knew what went on behind the scenes, huh?
That's true. If the viewers right now could have only heard some of the conversations you and I have had.
No, we're not going to go there. It's been fun, though, hasn't it?
John, it's been great. And when I started finding these videos, I think you were one of the first people I found on YouTube, and I was just fascinated by all of this information, not only in terms of just pipes and tobacco, but, you know, I really learned through watching this community for a number of years. Believe it or not, I've started to look at life a little bit differently, and I've learned to take time out of every day to stop, to look what's around me, to get outside, and to appreciate the simple beauty in life that I think too often goes unnoticed. So I can't go grab a pipe and tobacco as often as I'd like and venture out into the woods, but I follow your example, and I go and I grab a camera and I take a walk, and I've learned to appreciate what's around me, and I've certainly become more introspective in my own life, and I definitely think I've learned that from the pipe community, and it's a pretty amazing gift, I think.
Well, I'll tell you a quick story. I was on my way to work one morning, and somebody really cut me off badly on the highway to the point they almost hit me. And I wanted to give the guy the finger, and I thought to myself, you know, he could be one of these people that I just adore on the pipe community, so I'm going to hold off. So you're right, it does kind of change the way you conduct yourself.
Absolutely, and I think that's just amazing. I mean, and you've been a huge inspiration for me, John, as you know, to pick up a camera and get outside and really look at all the wonderful things that are going on around me, and that's because of you. So I thank you very much. You know, I work from home, and it's very easy for me to start my morning and not stop until 6 and then grab dinner and do X, Y, and Z, and
Yep.
to have the day go by and not spend any time appreciating it.
I hear you. And I'm going to get into that in my next video. I don't know if you're familiar with the tobacco pass that Joshua in the Woods started, or Sapient Smokes.
Yes.
Well, I got the package yesterday, so I'm going to do a video maybe tomorrow, and we'll get into being out in the environment and appreciating life and all of that good stuff.
I actually can't wait, and that's really some of my favorite topics in this community that people do when they ask questions of other people. You know, where do you like to be when you smoke? What do you like to be doing? What are some of the thoughts that go through your head? So I can't wait.
Hey, listen, you're a terrific talker.
You're making me blush. Thank you. Well, John, I have to say, now that I have this opportunity, I wanted to say that your stories on YouTube are simply the best, and there's really nothing like listening to a story, and I think that we never outgrow that yearning from childhood, and you tell some of the best. So thank you so much for all the amazing content that you have put up through the years. I love it, and I often revisit my favorite videos of yours over and over again. They're that good.
You're too kind.
Well, it's very true. Your stories are just amazing, and I think the trains video and the one about thunderstorms I've gone back to countless times.
Hey, thanks for all those views.
You're very welcome.
Listen, my pipe has gone out, so I'm going to wrap this up.
Okay, John.
Hey, this has been a blast. We'll do it
John,
again.
I would love to do it again, and you know, this was a big, momentous occasion for me because lurkers don't speak, and yet here I am.
And now you're going to have probably about 1,500 people watching you.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm glad you didn't say that in the beginning. I would have lost my nerve. John, it was a pleasure, and it was so nice speaking to you.
Hey, nice speaking to you. You have a good day.
You have a great day too, John, and thanks so much.
Hey, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, that was fun. So that concludes our tribute to lurkers. And, geez, I gotta start calling people more often. Okay, so as I mentioned, my next video is going to be the tobacco pass. I hope to get that done this weekend so I can send that along on its way. Want to thank you all for joining me, and have a great weekend.